Hello. Welcome to Thursday, everybody. Is it Thursday? It is Thursday. Rising. How y'all doing? Good morning. It is currently 8:30 in the morning. We're trying to day trade. I've gotten the trend down. We broke structure here below this low. Trend says down. Volume is high in the sky. We have our value area here as well as our point of control. Based on trend, I want to try and take a short, but volume has a potential to be fickle. And the way this is set up, we could easily see it skip up above the point of control. It's not giving much room for genuine retest and then a failure. The likelihood of us seeing a retest here and it dropping is there, but the likelihood of it failing this and continuing up is also there. General trend, overarching trend for like the past month has been an up, but this today has been in the down, and we're trading on the 5-minute time frame. 5 minute essentially says, hey, yeah, we broke structure here, we broke this high, we're now moving up, but we could easily see a break structure again below this low and continue on down. I'm looking at a collection of volume right here, all the way down to about right there, and it's just dancing within this. What we want to see from this is fairly simple. We want to see price break out of it, and based on the higher time frames trend as well as placement of volume, I want to say it's likely that we're going to see a break of structure right here and continue on down. I'm noting this as a hurdle right here for two reasons. One being we have a low volume node here, and this is the only other spike aside from the general volume up here that has essentially said, yeah, we don't know what's going to happen, what we want to do. We just know that price is currently in the down move, and it has since decided to essentially consolidate on this level here. The overarching trend suggests that it will continue lower because of the high amount of volume here acting as a kind of resistance level. This value area is pretty much to ensure that when it goes back up, it's a firm retest, and we could see a strong reaction from it. That strong reaction could easily have a skip below this. However, I imagine price will be met with some resistance off of it. The trend is down still, so we're going to be trading on shorts, or attempting to. We're going to wait for it to make a decision so we can make a valid trade. Hopefully we actually get this one. It sucks because yesterday we were good, but we got stop hunted. I don't know, we got stop hunted. Take a look. Watch this. Watch this. Ready? Notice how our final take profit was right here, and price continued up through it after we got hit with the engulfing candle stop loss. Yeah, it wasn't fun. I was pretty confident in this trade too. But going off of this day's setup, I now know that we need to be very mindful of price opening up and it just soaring a little bit in the direction of trend to begin with, and then a retest within this range here. I'm going to be looking for that retest, that retrace specifically. On the retrace, we're going to be trading in the direction of either the short or the long, depending on what trend does and decides to do before market open. From there, we'll place a trade and hopefully we're in the correct. Judging based off this, I'd say I'm pretty good. I say guessing. That's essentially what it is: guessing or predicting where price is going to go based on volume and trend. Um, Going based off high time frame stuff again, we're in the downtrend. Recently broke structure. 5 minute, we've consolidated, broke structure here above this high, and we're seeing it continue up high. I imagine this is for the retest. This retest is not what we're going to enter on. Instead, what I want to do is wait till after the open to see a retest in the direction we need it to go in. So if we're taking shorts, that means we got to see it come back up, hit this, and then fall. And you could see it there struggling. It reached the same price level, and it quickly reacted to it. Didn't want to take. So that's a good thing. That's a good sign. It means shorts are likely, more so likely than before. This is on the NASDAQ, by the way. We're trading 0.03 of the account. Yesterday was a good setup. We just needed to be better. I'm going to pause the video so it's not super long. We can see this retest here. I think it'll continue down based on this right here, but we got to wait for this to open up and a retest, entry, and then fall. That's the idea. I'm going to pause now. BRB. Okay, so now that the market open, we are here now. As you can see, we've gone all over the place. We came up, tested this. Do I want to treat this as a retest? Not really. Not really at all. Let's go to the hour and take a look at something real quick. Still in the downtrend. Haven't broke up beyond this high. Looking at this is part one outside of market open. I want to see it come back up. I want to see it test this. I want to see it fall this range right here specifically. I think it's a session-based play, so I'm not going to be going for like stuff way to flip over here. I think the most I'm going to go for is this right here. Even then, I think that even if it retests this, I could put my stop loss up here and then watch it ride all the way down. But I don't know if it'll go beyond this or not. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to look and see. Right now, I'm just letting it play out, letting it do its thing. I'm editing a video at the same time, so it's very much so a split focus type gist. I recognize that we are still in a downtrend. Haven't quite broke structure yet, but then again, we have 3 minutes for this candle to close. Based on volume, we should see a retest of at least this right here. If it decides to retest this, we'll enter on it, put our stop loss above these highs, and watch it continue to fall. If it continues to fall, yay. If not, oh well. Goal's the same, to see the trade idea come to fruition. I think I've done pretty good at analyzing this chart so far and putting down where my value areas are, as well as my points of control, as well as my strategy for taking a trade to begin with. So recognizing trend is basic now, like second nature, in my opinion. I've gotten so fluid in that it's pretty good. Yeah, it's just a matter of waiting. We got 2 minutes, 40 seconds. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna pause the video. Now that this has done its thing, I'm gonna wait for it to retrace, hit this. Once it does, or gets like roughly within this range here, go ahead and just break this down. Because why not? Once it hits this range right here and we see it reject it, we'll go ahead and enter on this, put our stop loss above these highs, and then we'll go for a 1 to 3 risk reward. This way, if we have a decent risk reward ratio, that's an okay one. Trend says it'll continue down. Volume, this could act as a resistance level. Or support level? No, resistance level. So it won't be going above this, and even if it does, it won't be by much. It will not stop us out. We'll have plenty of breathing room as well as our final take profit hit today. It might take a minute to do just that because, again, judging based off of yesterday's stuff, we got stop hunted real quick. And price decided to staircase up over time, and that could take a while. So I'm going to pause. I'm going to wait. And on the note that we see that retest, I'm going to unpause, enter. Well, I'm going to enter first, then unpause and explain I entered. And then I'm going to pause it again. I'm going to wait for the final take profit. Unpause. Hey, we hit it. Cool. And yeah, video, move on. If you enjoyed it so far, consider dropping a like, leaving a follow. I can't, these are notes, really. If you don't want to watch this, it's completely fine, understandable. These are notes for me primarily. I'm primarily taking notes and recording everything I do throughout these, and I'm learning a lot. I'd like to say I'm learning enough, but I have yet to prove that to myself, so I'm going to hold my tongue on that note. If you enjoyed it, drop a like. If you enjoyed it, or don't, it's up to you. Down below what your favorite part of the video was. What are the problems you had with it? Either one worked with me. Subscribe if you're new on the comeback, and if you're on the comeback, consider sharing it with someone who you think might like it. Again, this is not everyone's cup of tea. It's a very lazy way of working, but if it's a way of making ends meet, hey, I'm all for it. And I've been at it for a year, learning it, figuring things out, trying to actually pick up on it. So it works. I want to wait. I have to wait for a candle closure. It's got to come back up. Price has got to come up, close, not in the up, but close to it. And then we'll see that rejection down, and we'll enter off of that candle closure. Enter, and then go. Watch it go. I'm going to pause the video now. Be right back. Okay. So we've entered trade right here. We had a retrace up and in within this range right here. And as we can see, it had somewhat strong reaction here. We closed here, I entered here. My stop loss is set up above these highs. Final take profit is right down here. As you see, we're going for a 1 to 4 risk reward ratio, which I think is reasonable compared to previous price action and what it's done so far. I do believe we're going to see a continuance on down. I don't think we're going to be seeing a retrace anytime. Yeah. Honestly, I think I did pretty good this trade. I'm inclined to wait and see on what it'll do. This acting as a resistance level, I don't think it'll continue up, and even if it does, it's got a little bit of room to go before it can really say, yep, we're going to stop moving out. So that being the case, I think today was a good trade. I'm going to pause the video. I'm going to wait until we see this final take profit hit. And yeah, that'll be essentially what I do. See you guys in a second. Do this. That way it's detailed. BRB. Okay, so we had a little bit of a hiccup. The chart essentially decided it was going to time out and erase all of my indicators, so I had to set this back up. So it looks a little bit different compared to what it was. We had a range up here for volume, our value area, as well as our point of control. We got all the way down here, and I left out 0.01. We broke structure here, Or at least I think we have. We got a minute for this to close. Kind of hoping it doesn't break structure. If it does, we'll cut our losses, back out of this trade completely. I want to see price continue down, but it being 10:30 without any of the volume coming in, it kind of looks like we're gonna have to cut our losses. Kinda. I could be completely wrong by saying that. We could see it test this and then continue on down. Volume is still relatively high. I'm inclined to wait and see. Because it could very well return back to its downtrend. We would need a candle to break structure off of this, though. If this decides to close above the high. Just out of curiosity, let's see. Oh, so it's not above the high just yet. This is the high right here. That was almost premature. We're gonna leave that right there so I can see that high getting crossed. Either it crosses it and we have to leave, or it doesn't and we see it break, or doesn't break, it continues on down from where it is. That'll give us room to wait for this to increase down to our final take profit. Just gotta wait and see. Gotta be very patient. This acting as a resistance level and it rejecting this price range twice now. I do believe we'll see price continue down. Yeah. That was almost premature. I think it's going to continue down. I'm going to pause the video again because I had a scare. I was ready. I was prepared, but I think we'll come back down. Okay. We shall see. Be right back. See what happens. So I should have cut my losses when I had the chance. I kind of messed up. That was my fault. We got a little bit, and then we lost it immediately after. I guess that's how it be sometimes. Gosh, it was a good trade. It was a good idea. We got a trade in. We were good here. I bit off more than I could chew down here. Realistically, we could have gone for what would that have been? A 1 to 2 reward, right at 1 to 2. So we could have easily got out with 80 cents and been done for the day. I wanted to see if it would continue lower, as with yesterday and the day before. I didn't think it would reverse the way it did, but it did. Yeah, I held on a little too long, and it cost me a little bit, but we broke even for the most part, and I now know a little bit more on what to look for in order to cut my losses. That was it for today's video. I'm not going to take another trade today. I don't want to take another trade. I don't want to over risk, over leverage on yards. I'm managing my risk by not taking a trade. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Consider dropping a like and leaving a follow. And if you're on the comeback, consider sharing it with someone who might like it. Again, I'm not a financial advisor of any kind. These are notes primarily for me, for my adventure, and my profitability's sake, and of course to keep, I guess, my progress throughout this entire journey. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next one. Okay, peace.